in Just Cause 2, it's really about the vertical gameplay.
We felt when looking back at Just Cause 1 that we did an excellent job by traversing the world on the horizontal plane, but such a big game world, it could be made more interesting if you can traverse it on the vertical axis of the world as well.
You're not only supposed to play the game on ground, you can be anywhere in the volume of the world.
You have a lot of different ways that you can sort of traverse this huge landscape.
Combining the grapple hook with the possibility to use the parachute gives you a unique way of traveling. You reel yourself in with the help of the grapple hook, and then you open your parachute so you slingshot out and you can start traveling around the world. While in the parachute, you can also use your grapple hook to latch onto things to give yourself a bit of speed.
You can tether yourself really and climb buildings with the grappling hook. Then free fall, looking down at the city or the landscape, pull your parachute, and it's sort of relaxing, just floating around in a parachute. And then you see your enemies, like little ants down there, and you start to move in their direction. You take your parachute and go there, and then pull out your guns and start firing at them.
We actually had a base jumping competition here in the office, and our record for base jump is around 1.5 kilometers. The guy that had that record actually achieved it by lifting a bus, tethering a bus to that helicopter and lifting it on top of a mountain so we can get that extra few meters of base jump from there.
Those simple tools of a line in one hand and a parachute in your back, you can do great things as Rico, and it's really great fun.
Just Cause 2, coming 2010.
Just Cause 2 is set on a fictive island in Southeast Asia. It's called Panau.
Panau is like a pressure cooker ready to explode when Rico gets here.
It's one of those little islands that it used to be a colony. It used to be a Dutch colony, and then it used to be a Portuguese colony, and then for a while it was a British colony, and it's been horribly mistreated by the world's powers all along. And when it became a republic, of course it became a corrupt republic.
It's a really big world, actually. It's really hard to, even almost to get a grip on how big it is just by numbers. It's over 1,000 square kilometers.
We have 5 different climate zones. It ranges from Arctic zones on top of mountains and goes down through different types of jungle, woods, and we have a desert environment, and we have tropical beaches with a beautiful ocean.
All the different climate zones in the world has its own weather system. If you're driving on the road, you may see clouds starting to gather. The sky will start to get darker, then suddenly it starts to rain, or you may get a thunderstorm. The climate zones influence Rico, so if it rains, his clothes get wet, he gets dusty in the desert, and he gets snow on him if you're in the snowy mountains in the Arctic climate zone. We have a real-time day and night cycle. That's really nice because during nighttime you can see all the lights and all the different settlements around Panau. You can see them light up. So you can use that to navigate it during nighttime because nothing is for show only. We've made sure that all of these settlements are packed with fun and meaningful stuff to do. We basically built the whole Panau as one big playground for you. Most missions can be tackled from land, from air, from sea. So it's all up to you, really. Just Cause 2 has just so many features, and when we throw these features into this huge playground that is Panau, really interesting things start to happen.
It's filled with life, it's filled with locations to see. I could spend hours just being on Panau. It's really a beautiful place and a fun place to be and mess around.